Hello everyone, I want to make a video. I made one, I posted one this morning about Proverbs 18:14 through 16, which says, "The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? The heart of the prudent giveth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge." But this is the verse that I made the video on. It says, A man's gift maketh room for him, and he bringeth them before great men." So someone commented on that video, and they asked if I might make a 15-minute or so video on Proverbs 18:1, which says, "Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom." Now, intermeddle means to meddle in the affairs of others, especially to do so officiously. So I guess in an official capacity. So, and verse 2 says, "A fool hath no delight in understanding, that his heart may discover himself." So I know that a man that loves wisdom, he'll separate himself from all impediments and give himself wholly to it. I do know that. I know the vow of the Nazarite back in the Bible, which that was what Samson was. He separated himself. A man of God, he has to separate himself, and it takes a great desire. Through desire, a man having separated himself, you got to be set apart. You're consecrated. You're anointed. You're if I tell somebody to go to church, then I need to be that kind of person that goes to church. If I tell people to hold their head up, I need to be that kind of person that holds their head up. If I tell people not to talk about other people, I need to be that kind of person that doesn't talk about people. And so intermeddle, to meddle in the affairs of others, especially to do so officiously. The minister is God's official representative. I've married people before, and I feel that I can go a little further in their business, in a couple's business that I've married, than most outsiders will. But whatever we do, whether it's I try to do it in confidence. I try the best I can not to indulge anything that we've said. I've seen people that maybe made a mistake, and by the time it got around, it made it very difficult for them to continue. You know, we did that in school. We had a little game. We'd start whispering, and it'd go around the room, and by the time it got back to the beginning, there was nothing like that. It started out, and that can happen. And God is, and the minister's God's official representative. He can in official capacity, he can do more than most. And like I say, a minister should be able to use wisdom and things he knows to weave in and out of various situations to be none of most people's business. And Galatians 6:1 says, "Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted." He said to of some having compassion, making a difference, pulling them out of the fire. A man of God, I feel like, can go deeper and needs to go further. Most people they wouldn't want to be burned in a fire. But a minister, there's a hireling, and he doesn't care for the sheep. But the minister, he cares, and he should care. And the one that separates himself from the foolish and unlearned, that seeks its own desire, and he mingles himself with all wisdom. So you use all diligence that you may search and find out all solid knowledge and true wisdom. And this earnest desire and endeavor to get true wisdom within a man's self is fitly opposed to a foolish man's contempt of wisdom or his desire of it. And he don't want, and the minister doesn't want it for vain reasons. He just wants to help somebody. And I was thinking about, we're in the coronavirus days, and this is something that I can do. We're not having many visitors. I don't think many churches are, and it's hard to do like I did for years and go 2 or 3, 4 times a week to visit church. But this, as I said in another video, I can do this and not expose you to coronavirus, and you not expose me to coronavirus. But getting back, I digress a little bit. Getting back to what we're saying, I think a minister can not meddle in somebody's business, but can take the wisdom he's got and try to help them, and maybe go further than just somebody else would, another kind of representative in the church, elder, whatever. An elder could do it, but not just anybody. And over in the Proverbs 17, the book before this, it said, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted as wise, and he that shutteth his lips is a man of understanding. I hope this helps in understanding the scriptures. To me, it's a very hard scripture. When a man wants wisdom, he should study to show yourself approved unto God. A workman that needed not to be ashamed. Study. You got to go further and deeper than most people do. It's not read like reading a newspaper. And this scripture here, maybe there's a little bit more meaning we can get out of it. And I probably hadn't tipped the iceberg with it, but we'll keep trying and we'll keep searching and keep. But I do believe for this time that's what I believe that he's talking about is, through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. He just intertwines and intermingles with wisdom, and he's able to use that wisdom to help people that maybe some people would think it was none of his business. Also, in this way here, I've seen this happen a lot of times. A man of God, he has to be careful not to go and counsel sisters or people of the opposite sex by himself. That can get you in trouble. So we have to do it in decency and in order. And but I'm rare a pretty good bit. But I do believe that's what it means, is that you have to separate yourself, intermingle yourself, intermeddle with wisdom, and so that you can help another person. And I pray today that God will bless us through the rest of this coronavirus. I wish somebody could get in touch with the Lord to know how this links up to our final days. I was hoping that this would be just a preview of the things to come, but I believe it's closer and closer than we thought. I do think that people that need to hang on. We're almost there. Most wrecks happen 2 miles from somebody's home. We're almost there. And if this doesn't get people to moving, if this doesn't get lost people to moving, I don't know what it takes. So anyway, that was my attempt to answer that request. And I will continue to pray about this. And if I come up with something else or think of something else or have something else to contribute, I'll be back with you. But until next time, may the Lord bless you is my prayer.